Most people are going to give you some generic answers you can probably just Google, but I'm going to give you the nitty gritty of how you can actually get into the film industry. So if you're ready and you want to have a career in film, then this is the video for you. Let's get started. What's important to remember before we get into these tips is that there's just so many elements in film. I think a lot of times we hear about people who want to act, and that's whatever aspect of film you want to get involved with is great. But I'm just saying there's so much more to acting in front of the screen and just being the director. Yes, I happen to have done both, and I happen to be pretty, solidly successful in my career path as a director, producer, writer, right? But there's so many more roles on and off a film set. So I think that it's important to understand what those roles are. If you want me to make a video strictly about what roles are on and off the film set that you can be involved in the film industry, then comment in the comments below and say something like on and off the film set, or all the roles in film in the comments below, and I'll make that video. But for this video today, we're just going to kind of assume that that, from directing, cinematography, gaffing, what else? Grip, first AC, second AC. Those are just like off the top of my sound, right? That you can do on, in the crew portions on any type of a film set, as well as acting. Producing is its own separate thing. Writing films, like regardless, I'm going to give you some specific tips on how you can get involved and get in there. And so we're going to start with what I like to call the low-hanging fruit. The quickest way to get in the film industry is to get in the film industry. And you're like, huh? Like, duh, like that's what I'm trying to do. No, like seriously, just get in the film industry. Meaning to start. Just to start in whatever capacity. If the only capacity you can find is picking up a camera and some type of a basic DSLR camera and start shooting your own films, then that's how you started. That's how you got in the industry. But film industry and getting is a do. It is an action. It is a verb. It's not something you sit and wait on, because nobody's going to hand it to you. A lot of people be like, go to film school. That is one route. And it is a great route to build connections and building a crew and surrounding yourself with a community of people who are really on that same path with you and on the same journey as you. But it is not the only route, especially nowadays with the power of the internet, places like Threads, there's sites where you can get booked for jobs right today that you can go on, like Mandy.com, that are looking for crew members to be involved. And then there is always, and I'm going to give you this major gem, the best way to get on a film set is to volunteer. And you're like, huh? Like, but how do I make money? Yeah, bruh, you want to get in there with the right people, you're probably going to be showing up for free for a period of time. And it's also a great way to build your skill set, or really just to explore what avenue of film that you want to be involved in. So that is going to be our first step, PA. So the best way to get into the film industry is to volunteer as a PA on somebody's crew. Now there's all different types of crews or productions, right? There's television, there's film, there's just content creation now. There's media companies. The list is just really endless as far as the possibilities. However, majority of these have these available at positions. They're not always paid positions, but they are positions that'll get your foot in the door. And so if you want to do something and you want to get involved, or you want to meet people, or just figure out what you actually want to do, then I suggest going the route of a PA. What is a PA? It stands for personal assistant. And a lot of times it is the gopher on the set. Major key for most PAs is just having a driver's license. having some type of transportation is pretty much going to qualify you. It is the thing you can do on the film set where you don't really need a whole lot of experience to get on certain film sets to PA, right? So let's say you're going to PA for free, right? You could find some type of indie feature. And then there's all different capacities. You could be in the capacity that you want. Maybe you want to be an on-set photographer, right? You could say, hey, you know, I'm a photographer. I'm going to volunteer my services for free. Give me PA credit. So that gives you a resume that you can put on your IMDb or on your resume, say that I've actually been on a film set and I do this particular job. Even ask them to specify like PA and then photography, or PA camera crew, or PA lighting department, PA sound department. And you could be essentially somebody's helper. Maybe it's the main, depending on how big the set is, maybe it's the main person in that department, right? But that's going to get you on that set, and it's also going to introduce you to other people who are booking paid jobs. And you could directly ask, more than likely not, wait till lunch or wait to the end of the day, and you ask like, hey, how did you get into this? Do you know any other projects going on where they need people? I could just be an extra hand, right? Having the show up mentality is what's going to get you there 10 times faster. I know for me as a producer, writer, director, especially if I'm dealing with small budgets, the people who volunteer as PAs, I cherish them. I can't wait to give them their credit on IMDb because I appreciate them so much, the willingness to sacrifice their time, and maybe they're taking off from work because they want to build their experience and they want to add value to my set. I've had people do BTS, camera, whatever. I'm happy to give you guys experience. Even as an actor, you can go on set and be a PA because being on set is going to give you insight to how other people are doing their performances, or what are they doing that I'm not doing? Why are they booking gigs and maybe I'm not booking gigs yet? Ask those people who are their managers. That could be your connection. Like, okay, this is such and such. All right, I'm gonna have my package together. I've been studying at such and such school. You know, I'll send you my reel if you like it. Are you willing to introduce me to your manager or your agent? Like, that'll get your foot in the door. So obviously you can come directly to me. You guys are more than welcome to check out the website and contact me to see what projects that I have coming on. And I'm shooting a lot in Southern California, but at some point I'll probably be shooting in Atlanta, Georgia. And you can come on my set and PA and volunteer whenever you want. In addition to that, there's other groups. I know of another group called Friends in Film. There's Facebook groups online that you can join for free. And then I told you there's like Mandy.com. There's other sites that are looking for crew members to help them out with. So self-submit. Don't be afraid to bug. A lot of people are busy. If you're offering free help, that is not bugging somebody. You're offering to add value into somebody's life, then yes, contact those people until you can be a pest, until you can get on the set. And then once you're on the set, be ready. So what does that look like? Listening, right? Coming prepared, not complaining about work, doing what you're asked to do when you're asked to do it. And if you're confused about your responsibilities, then ask questions so you don't mess stuff up. But PA is a huge way where you can get started in the film industry. So that's getting on a set, but like, what can you do prior to getting on the set? Is really just get educated. You can continue watching my videos on the channel where I'm teaching you about different roles on the film set and responsibilities and how to become better at your craft. Yes, there's other YouTube channels that you can check out. One of my friends' name is Jacob Owen, super dope. No, he's not paying me to promote this. He doesn't have to. He's just amazing. Buff Nerds, check out his channel. He has free resources and a whole bunch of resources if you want to get started in film, cinematography, directing, like whatever that is. Like, go full-fledged, dive in. There's other places like Skillshare. And then there is like actually going to film school. Is that a route that makes sense to you? Are you trying to do something super specific like sound engineering, or you're trying to